one is me having a good old play. It was so much fun. Now, before we get bogged down with all the bits and pieces, yes, for everyone that wants to know, this plastic, it's a piece of Perspex, and it is a design board, and you can get them from Scrapbook Fantasies here in Australia, and I'll have their store link in the description below if you would like to get yourself one. They are so handy. I never thought I needed one of these in my life, but now I've got one. They are so handy. Fantastic. Love it. Now, before we go any further, I need to do a quick little spiel about our giveaway. To celebrate reaching 2,000 subscribers, I will be giving away 2 gift cards, both to the value of $50 Australian. All T's and C's are listed below. And don't forget to collect all 6 code words, which will be posted on screen during these videos. The videos will be posted from the 8th of April 2024 through to the 19th of April 2024. Then you have to go to the Facebook group to post all 6 code words under the link that will be pinned at the top of the page. And the giveaway closes at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on the 20th of April 2024. Winners will be notified by me directly. Good luck. So, back to the video. I am using a PEARTREE cut file, and it's called Pawsitivily Pawesome. That's what it's called. It's adorable. It's cute. I love stuff like that, especially if I'm doing pictures of my dogs or whatever, dogs, cats. I do have some photos of my mum and dad's cats, and I have been meaning to do some cat video like layouts, but I just haven't got around to it. And you know, now that I'm only scrapping 3 layouts a week on video, it sort of feels like forever for me to get a video done, but that's all right. It's okay. Now, the papers I'm actually using, these were actually sent to me by a lovely friend of mine and subscriber, Carol. She sent me through a stack of stuff, and these colors just, oh, I love these colors. These are from Urban Lily Papers. So I don't know where they came from. I don't know if you can still get them, but I love the browns and the pinks and the, you know, the dusky pinks, and I love all that sort of stuff. And I saw these circles and I thought, you know what, I'd really like to do, I wanted to use a lot of paper on this particular layout. So it was, and these papers, I'm calling them papers because they're not a cardstock, they are a paper. And I had to be super careful doing what I just did, because paper doesn't like to be distressed. Cardstock, it'll take it all day long. But just letting you know, if you're going to do anything, there you go, you can see it at the top there, urbanlily.com. So that is the name of the company that makes, I might even, while I'm actually talking to you, I will have a really quick, because I meant to do this, I'm just picking out some inks that will match. I'll just have a quick look and see if you can still get, is it 1L or 2? It's 1, I think. LILY.com. I'm not sure if you can still get them. And yeah. Oh, at the time of me recording this, I just have to say, anyone that's been watching my videos forever, they know that my husband and I, we're V8 fans. I got the shocking news this morning that Bev Brock passed away. That's so sad. So condolences, not that her kids would have a clue who I am or even watch my channel, but it's so sad. So sad. So I cannot bring it up on my phone, so maybe they don't make these papers anymore, but it's not working. So now I am going to town. I felt like I wanted the papers to be the hero, but I wanted to have mixed media behind that, because let's be honest, if I'm going to have a giveaway, I need to do the things that I love the most, which is mixed media and paper. So that's what I decided to do. I did sit for, I got to be honest, I was playing with the ideas for about, it felt like forever, but it was probably only a couple of weeks. And just trying to work out what videos and what techniques and stuff that I wanted to show you guys the most during my giveaway videos. Now, this technique, there's not a lot of technique to it. One thing that I like to do is when I'm doing the packaging technique, I like to get my cellophane or your packaging, and I like to scrunch it up and then pull it out and scrunch it up again, just so that I don't get any big solid marks that, when you place it down and you get like a full piece of color. That's just how I like it. And I like to, when I'm doing something like this, I like my splatters to be intentional. So I'm going to town, I'm putting these colors down, and then I'm putting down more color and more color and more color. That's what I wanted to do on this particular layout. And I'm using a pretty broad range of colors. So I'll just prattle off what I'm using. I'm using Scorched Timber, which is my favoritist brown ever. Thank you, Tim. Vintage Photo, Spice Marmalade, Gathered Twigs, Worn Lipstick, Saltwater Taffy, and and there's the Marmalade. So like there's not as many. I thought there was more than that, but that's all there is. That's all I've got written down, so that's all that there must have been. Now, can you see how this is building? I know this is sped up, but can you see how I'm just building it and building it and building it? There's a difference between just adding a little bit of a light sprinkle, and then there's going to town to really try and close in over the top of that white space. So I'm leaving pretty much the bottom corner and the top corner, so the bottom right, top left, I'm leaving those with some speckles, but nothing too concentrated, right? Now I'm just going to town on these, and what you see me do is dry it in between adding colors. Now here's where I make a mistake. So this is the DINA WAKLEY gloss spray in white. I put it down and then remembered, you silly goose, you didn't lock in the colors. Now this is called Distress Micro Glaze. What this actually is, I'm just using my finger. You can use a dauber if you want. You can use whatever you want to put it on here. Use a bit of paper towel, like whatever suits you. I just get into it with my fingers, and it's totally, I love it. Now, once it all goes down, that has essentially now sealed the Distress Oxide colors. So they're sealed in. So now I can put that white glaze. I don't think you're supposed to heat it like that. I think you're supposed to just leave it, but I was being really impatient. And that way, when I put these white splatters on top, they don't suck up the color from underneath. They sit on top. And they did suck up a little bit of color here and there because I think I missed bits. I tried to sort of make sure that I had actually put the glaze across the whole thing, but I didn't quite. But that's okay. But if that's something that bothers you with the water soluble inks, get yourself some micro glaze, and it's only a tiny pot, but you only use a tiny bit. It's like when you buy a tub of Vaseline and you think, why do they sell it in such a big tub? Well, you literally, like, look, you can, it goes a long way, and you don't use it on every single layout. I mean, if you're using it in junk journaling, if you're using it in your mixed media journal, if you're using it in your art journal, any of those sort of things, and it looks awesome. So now can you see where I was going with this? So I was trying to do the little speckles in the background with the bigger spots on top. That's where I was headed with it. And I think it works. I liked it. See, if I had have come in over the top with the splatters, I would have covered all my spots, and it would have just been, sorry, I was just closing my Vaseline container in case you were curious. Yeah, I didn't want the splatters on top of my circles. I wanted them underneath because that's what my intention was. Now, getting my title down, this particular layout looks like there's texture because of the mixed media in the background, but I didn't raise up lots of stuff. I do raise up a few things, but not the entire layout, if that makes sense. Now, with this particular cut file, it comes along with some little paw prints with the cut file, and I'll show you in a minute what I do with those. And they just look so cute. I was actually going to keep it and just keep it as a stencil, but I did remember I do actually have a dog print stencil, so there was no need to keep it. Now, I just fussy cut these circles out myself. I didn't sort of worry too much about them being cut perfectly. I did leave a white edge. For those playing along, I don't normally have a white edge on many of my, I prefer to cut down and have a very, very tiny white edge, if any edge at all. I'm sorry, I have to have some lemon tea. Oh, my throat is killing me. I got wet a few times last week, and getting wet when you're really sweaty because it's really humid and you can't dry out, I now have a sore throat. That's not great, is it? Not fun. Now, this is where I use the Scorched Timber, and I use my mini blending brushes, and these are my little tiny paws. They're so cute. Absolutely adore them. They're so cute. And so the little paws, I raise them up on some foam tape, but not, so I did the big paw at the top, and then I did some of these little teeny tiny paws. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they the cutest little things? So cute. Now, I decided the way that actually was cut out, I could actually go over the top of it with, and use it as a stencil, and that could work really well as well. So I did that, and you can see it totally works. The problem I had was I didn't go in too heavy-handed to start with, and the little paws kind of blended into the mixed media background. We live and we learn, right? It's not the end of the world. It's okay, but a little bit more thought may have helped the situation out. But that's okay. It's all right. We get there. It's going to be fine. So once I do this, I then decided that I was going to go in. See how I was able to extend how many little paw prints I have? And it looks really cute. Now I stopped there because any more would have just been too much. But see how I'm just, now when I put these little paws on, I just glued, sort of gives it more of a 3D effect. I'm not raising it up on foam. I'm just, there's your code word, guys, if you're playing along. There's your code word up on the screen now. And yeah, I didn't want to do too much to it. Now you can see here, I'm going around with the border, and I just tore a piece of mint tape in half, all ragged and jagged, and that's what I'm using for my border. So just to add a bit of visual interest around the border, and I'm just using my finger dauber to get the ink onto there, and I love how that turned out. Love it, love it, love it. Let me know what you think. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment below, all that sort of thing. Even though I'm super busy, I'm still getting back to you guys as quick as I possibly can. And here is a close-up of the video. Don't forget to collect all your words, and in a few days you'll be able to jump over to the Facebook group and place your words in the competition banner that is going to be pinned on Facebook, and you'll be in the draw for one. Ooh, I'm so sorry, I'm yawning. Oh my god, can you tell I'm tired? Gee whiz. Okay, you'll be in the running for one of two $50 gift vouchers. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with you again real soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.